there's not many people that can sit on live and act like that for hours. That's what I found funny in your video. You came at my music. You're like, this trash. You can block me. Anyone that is watching me, you can easily block me. Not interested. I don't care.
Hello, welcome back. This video is a surprise, not only to me, but I'm sure to you as well. I got the chance to interview the guy that I literally made my last video about. He commented and he said, hey, let's do an interview. And I said, all right, I'm on it. So if you haven't seen my last video, definitely go watch that, because that will give you some context to this video. Or you might have seen my last video, or you may have seen the Duckman's video. We don't talk about the Duckman. He's scary. I would like to do more like this. I mean, if anybody else wants to do an interview, hit me up. I'm the guy. Reporter Garrett here checking in. Today's weather is looking like a thunderstorm of content. Like and subscribe. Come on. Do it. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I got nothing else. Enjoy. Yeah, how did you find my video?
Literally just a friend sent it to me, I guess, because
Really?
I think the same day there was this other YouTuber called August the Duck or something, and he made a video on me, and it got like it's got 100,000 something views. And then I guess he was just searching for it, and then he found this video and is like, oh look, there's also this video. So I just watched it, and I thought it was all right. You're a new channel. I thought you made a good video, but I also thought
Thank you.
some points were a bit random, and it was a bit off and incorrect about some things. But yeah, that's how I found it. And so
yeah, okay.
Message.
But yeah, so how did you start this particular TikTok account? Like I've seen you have a couple of them. But like, was this always the goal, or how did this kind of like come about?
I can answer that. Well, basically, I just had this other account called Patrick Does Transitions, and I just had it from like years ago. It just had 1,000 followers just because I made a TikTok and it went viral or whatever. And then just randomly, like a year later, I'd say this is probably 8 months ago, I just posted a video and I saw people doing like live streams and stuff. And so I just posted a video, just a random video. I got like 4.9 million views, which was just insane to me. And I would go live and I'd get like hundreds of viewers. And I was like, whoa, this is just ridiculous. I didn't even know there was this side of the internet. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of crazy. And I did a thing on my lives where I just, every time someone followed me, I'd say like a word or something. It was just really random, but it got me my followers up. And then I started getting friends with like in the TikTok community, and they'd tell me to do different trends and stuff. And I figured out there was ways to make money and just how to like increase your views and how to like I just kind of figured out the algorithm. And I'm like, seeing I've got a bit of chance to go viral. I've seen it happen. I want to crack down. I've always kind of wanted to have some sort of thing maybe take off, and I didn't really care what it was. I just wanted to. I don't know. I just always was interested in sort of content creation, I guess you could call it. Then that got banned, and I moved on to Macenclay. That's the account. And how did that happen? And yeah, that was originally just gonna be for my dad. That's why it has a profile picture of my dad, fun fact. We just started making content, and I kind of already knew all the tips and tricks, and everyone in the community on TikTok, I knew I could be as good as them, because I had the time, I had the hours, I look at everything very analytically and very, like, I don't know, in detail, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to be the best no matter what I was. And so I just really grinded. I did tons of grow. I don't know if you know what grow is, but it's where like people follow back and stuff. And I just did tons of stuff. And then I kind of just picked up, and it's been like 6 months. I've changed different content. But yeah, now I've got 3.5 million followers.
Yeah. I was kind of shocked that you even like saw it, because you have 3.5 million followers. So it's kind of like this, like this big creator.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard to find. I'm not that big though. Like I'm big on a TikTok basis, but but apart from that, that doesn't really convert.
How much money do you get from this? Like, you don't got to give me numbers or anything, but just like,
okay, so
overall.
This is something that in your point of your video that I this is like one of the main reasons I wanted to even come on here, not even to just explain myself, but the money thing. So firstly, yes, we do make a lot of money, but this is something that you actually can't really find on the internet, which you tried to find when you said you searched it up. So basically, when someone gifts you, right, they gift you so about 1,000 coins is about, I think it's about $25. So every galaxy I get is someone sending $25, which is actually ridiculous, and I know that. But what happens is TikTok takes 80%. And
80.
So we are left with
Wow.
$5. And so everything I have ever made, 80% of that is just straight to TikTok.
That is ridiculous.
It's their app. They can do what they want.
Exactly.
I mean, fair enough. But I just thought that was just a crazy ratio when you look at like other things like Twitch donations or anything else, where they take a much more reasonable, like 20, 25% or something, or none in donations. But
you see most of the big streamers get like 70-30, like they get 70, Twitch takes 30, or it's around there.
And they might complain about like getting 60-40, but we're over here 20. But they can do what they want.
So how many different TikTok accounts do you have? I found a couple. I found your TikTok, Jackson Madden, and then I found Patrick Does Transitions, and then obviously Macenclay. Those are the three I've seen.
I've got like 10 to 15 accounts, if I'm being honest. I've got 10 to 15, and I'd say about 10 of them have over 100,000. There's a couple with 1 million.
Wow. Okay.
I've had them, but they went viral when I was doing this grow sort of thing and getting accounts viral and stuff, and like teaching people and doing stuff like that. And only the stuff that I'm doing now with the card stacking, that's only been Macenclay, and that's only been for a couple weeks now. Yeah,
that's that's pretty impressive in itself to have, even one account over 100,000 followers, but have like 10 or so. That's interesting. Now, how did you start like making content or videos in general? Because when I look at your YouTube, it looks like a lot of different things on there, which it kind of reminds me of me, because I started making videos and stuff when I was like 12, just messing around. So how did you kind of start down this path?
That was exactly like me. I mean, when I was like 9, 10, 12, I was making tons of videos on that Jackson account. And I also just made other accounts, and I was just really fascinated by it. I used to be also on Instagram a lot. I got like, I think, an account with 30,000 followers, which I was like amazed with like 5 years ago. I've always just been interested in social media. It's just been something that I've really enjoyed, and thought it was just so just intricate and just crazy, just the things you can do on there, and the ways you can communicate. And so then, my YouTube now is just random stuff. It's not like something that I'm really doing. It's so when you brought up my YouTube in the last video, there was no like that military video. That's just a random sound that I liked that I posted because I wanted to like hear it or something. It's like it's not like a correct formation of videos like a TikTok tries to be. It's just a jumble of whatever. But I've just always been into content, and then when TikTok came along, I guess that was just my app that I was, I guess, more successful at. And now that I just know a bit more about, I can just kind of succeed on that.
Like the whole act, obviously it's an act, and like it's kind of impressive too, that you're able to like keep this up for so long, this like act, because I just know like me, if I was to do that, I couldn't do it. I respect it there, but like, is this just the best way you found to make money? Is it just the easiest way? Kind of like why, I guess. Why this?
It's kind of weird to put it that way, but that's not really it. Everything I do, I try, as much as people might not like it, and as much as I might not like to say it, yes, it is more tailored to younger demographics. I mean, if you look at like creators on YouTube, like, do you know Speed?
Speed, yeah.
So like creators like Speed, and there's this guy, other guy on TikTok named Jonathan Roeem, which I got a lot of inspiration for my ideas and stuff off him. If you want to look that up, he does basically, he had like an emo stage in his career, and he'd go on live and just talk to people, and they'd just swear at him or whatever. And he's basically a vegan, family-friendly emo fairy or whatever. And so I just kind of took inspiration for the emo side or whatever, and I just tried to make it entertaining, I guess, for some people. And obviously a lot of people don't like it, but my thing is what I can't get is, if it's that bad, it is so easy for any person on the app to click the hold down the phone and click not interested. You won't get content like that, and it's not your stuff. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it.
100%.
And also then on the side of, a lot of people say that it's a lot of kids gifting. First, you have to be 18 to gift, and second of all, that's like, even though I know there is ways that they can get around that, but most of like the people that gift to me aren't. And it's not like everyone's just gifting me money. It's one in every like 10,000 people that view my live gift something. So it's
100%.
a really small amount of people, and those people are going to be financially like well enough that they can do that. There isn't people that are just giving me money and then going, oh like I don't, you know?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I mean, TikTok has these policies. Obviously, it's not your, like you're not forcing them to give you money or anything, and you're not, in control of who does. So if they break the TikTok rules, it's not your fault. 100%. I agree with you there. And, not everybody's going to like your content, but that's, whatever you do, not everybody's going to like it. So I think those are some great points. It's just interesting how you go about it. Now, do you know of any other like creators that kind of are like you and like tried to copy you maybe because they see your success? Or
so back when I was starting TikTok, I'd have thousands of creators copying me. Now with this stuff, it's a lot. The stuff I'm doing now with the card stacking, I think it's kind of really good content for me. Like, well, like in terms of, because I used to have thousands of people copying every video I made, tons of creators. Like the creators in our niche, everyone knows I was the deal, I guess you could say. And I don't want to be like cocky or anything, but everyone would look to me to copy. And so then when I came out with this card stacking stuff, I mean, it's pretty out there. Like,
I think a lot of people think that this is like they say it's a scam per se because they think it's a loop. Like this video is pre-recorded and it's just playing over and over again, or you have a couple of them that just kind of get live streamed, but it's actually like a pre-recording. But you're telling me it's not, right?
It is not a pre-record.
Okay. So I think that is why a lot of people kind of like consider it a scam or whatever, because they think it's just purely like for getting money, not about anything else. It's just like looping over and over again. But so you have 3.5 million followers. So when you go on your analytics, does it tell you like the age? I know that YouTube kind of does that. Like it'll tell you a range.
So I think it does, but it wouldn't tell me a good enough range because these 3.5 million followers have been following me from all different types of content. So
true.
It kind of just, you can't really get a grasp of what my audience is actually now. And as you know, a lot of like TikTokers or for YouTube, I know when I was a kid, I would just say my age was 18 when it's not.
100%.
So I know
absolutely.
It's really hard to just kind of tell what that is. But otherwise, you can't really tell anything from the analytics. It looks pretty normal. I'm going to have a look right now. I don't even know if you can, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to have a look here.
Yeah, I know not all of them have it.
I don't think I have it. I thought I did when followers. I've got their. No. You can't see it, but I've got the followers, I've got their gender, I've got their territories, and I've got when they're active.
Yeah.
I don't have the demographic, but I'm sure there is a lot of younger demographic.
You make up a great point, but that's pretty much all I got. If you want to say anything or ask me any questions, feel free.
I'll just say one thing to just, if anyone watches this and they already don't like me, you can block me. Anyone that is watching me, you can easily block me. Not interested. I don't care. I don't really care if people hate on me. That's fine. But if you are genuinely upset and mad about it, fair enough. But don't complain to everyone else that you're mad about it. There's so many ways you can just ignore it and move on with your day. It's a 2-second scroll.
Absolutely.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
And for any future videos, because I saw a guy that made a video after me and the other, and well, I won't say who it was, but it was not a very good video. Obviously it's only for the views, and they probably don't actually care. I know I don't, like, I'm not I'm not mad at you or
Well, yeah,
offended or
there's
anything.
a lot of content in it. There is content of making fun of it. I mean, I can
Exactly.
completely understand that. If I was a YouTuber, that's exactly what I'd go for. I mean, you see some guy screaming, raging with like a cry, like crying,
Yeah.
um, crying. Of course, you're gonna want to talk about that. It's something that's just, it's just so like, what I call it is eye candy. It's like when you look at it,
Uh-huh.
you're like, as much as you're like weirded out by it, you're like also like drawn in. You're like, what the hell is this? You try and find out stuff. It's yeah,
It's like watching a train wreck. You can't look away.
yeah, exactly. You want to look away, but it's also like,
Yeah,
what
you're
the?
like, well, maybe I want to keep watching and see what happens. See what else
Oh,
weird he
God.
does. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, thank you for taking the time and coming on here. And
Yeah,
um,
bro. I appreciate you for letting me speak about this.
yeah, me
It
and
was
my
great.
62 subscribers, I'm sure will appreciate
Nah,
the
nah.
message.
No, bro, you got it. You got it. I like the video, bro. Just keep making content.
Well, there you have it. He's just a normal dude doing normal. Well, I wouldn't say normal things, but doing things, living life. That's about it. He was actually pretty cool, and it went well. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. I want to do this again. It was fun. And other than that, thank you for watching. I love you. Whoa, hey, too much, bro. Sorry, I was a little too personal. Wash my toothbrush. Walk my fish. Later.